But it's a fantastic track. It's got all the characteristics that it had when it first arrived on the circuit. Three main sections. The first sector in green that leads up towards Les Combes, absolutely flat out from La Source Hairpin up towards Les Combes, the fastest speeds at the top of the hill there. Then the middle sector, sector 2, and that's where you see the difference in car balance. If someone's got a good feel on the car and also confidence as a driver, they can make time there. And then the flat out section coming back through Blanchimont that we started the lap part with into the bus stop chicane.
Historically, the Spa circuit, like Le Mans, was public road, closed for weekends when it was being used for racing. Now it is a permanently closed racing facility. That's allowed them to significantly upgrade the surfaces. Sam Bird in the background there with Davide Rigon closer to us. In the A, of course, a Ferrari garage, GTE Pro Class cars. There, Ferrari, a development of last year's car, as is Porsche's 911, as is the Ford GT. The two brand new cars on the grid. The Aston Martin Vantage looks not too far distant from last year's car, but I'm sure somebody there will tell us precisely how few components carry over. It's got a much sharper edged Ford GT Ferrari 488 kind of look to it, and we've also got BMW's new M8, which replaces the slightly disappointing M6 as their GTE weapon of choice.
Well, this is one of the big talking points, actually, especially we're going to see it for qualifying for the first time, exactly who's got what, because up till now we've seen it at the Paul Ricard test, and there is the BMW you mentioned, and you get a bit of a flavour, but ultimately when qualifying starts, that's when you know the performances. Right now I would have said that the two newcomers in terms of Aston Martin and BMW probably learning a little bit about their cars, whereas Ferrari, even though it's an update, they understand it well, and Ford and Porsche are pretty well sorted right now. So I think that reality here, it'll come down to the three protagonists I spoke about. However, I wouldn't discount the BMW. It was second fastest in free practice this morning.
Yeah, well, that was the one that worked properly. The 81 car, Martin Tomczyk and Nicky Katzberg's car, really didn't go very quickly, had brake problems. Here are front runners in the GTE AM class with the orange backing to the numbers, and these are Pro-Am driver lineups, 77 and 88, a pair of Dempsey Proton Porsches, and the rule here is that you're not allowed to use a brand new car. It has to be at least a season old. So now for the first time they've got the brand new 911 as it was last year as their weapon of choice, and that speed is showing. Well, they were the 77 car fastest with the end of the third free practice. The Gulf Porsche as well, Mike Wainwright, Ben Barker, the lineup there with Andrew Davidson joining them.